Hello ladies and gentlemen, this is a random gamer and today I shall show you the power of the PC. So I'm gonna play this game on max settings, okay? Because PC gaming master race, fuck those consoles, man. 60 frames per second, everything on max. Just look at this, everything max. I'm gonna show you some graphics, man. I mean, I got a latest PC here, an i7, an AMD 7917, 60 gigs of RAM, SSD. Fuck yeah, we're gonna get it on tonight. Just look at this. PC gaming forever, man, yeah. Alright, now it's loading, okay. Any time now? No, really, this graphics is gonna look so amazing. Fuck consoles, right? Now, okay, here we go. Alright. Yeah, just look at. Wait, what? I think it's just a cinematic. It's maybe filmed it, you know. It doesn't look good at all. What? Ah, for fuck's sakes! Come on! Are you fucking kidding me? Come on! What should I fucking buy? Should I buy a Titan? What the fuck is this? 13 frames per second. Are you fucking shitting me? Are you fucking kidding me? My computer is not good enough. My fucking computer is not good enough for this shit. Ah, no. Fuck. For fuck's sakes, Ubisoft. I mean, for fuck's sakes. Really? $1,000 to buy a Titan? Well, 7970 cannot run this game maxed? It runs fine as a console? You know what? No. Fuck this shit. So I just looked up Nvidia's Titan. It can run Ice Creed 4 Black Flag at maximum settings, so great job Ubisoft. Glad to know you're always delivering inferior products on the PC. It really means a lot to me. Thank you. After an hour of fiddling with the settings and using MSI Afterburn, I finally made it run at a stable 50 frames per second. So that being said, on with the review. This isn't the 4th game in the series. Ubisoft doesn't count like that, no way. This is actually the 6th game in the series. They only change the number when a new main character is introduced. The good news is the story begins afresh with Ice Creed 4, so you don't need to play all the previous 5s to know what's happening. It's also recommended to play them, but not necessary. So this time you're playing as a nobody who's reliving the memories of Edward Kenway through the power of the Animus device, a device which can read ancestral information from DNA. The story runs on 2 planes. Yet again, we have the past and the parallel present day 1. In the present day, you're a simple worker at Abstergo Industries whose job is to relive the memories of Edward in order to get a great movie made out of it. It is stupid as shit, with useless plot twists and conspiracy, and it keeps trying to make sense of all the Templars versus Assassins and all the precursor race which inhabited the Earth before we did, and I wish at this point they would stop with the modern day story, because more often than not it breaks your immersion. Towards the ending of the game, when you're all sucked up in Edward's story and the game pulls you out just so you can read some memos and hack a few computers and get to be a secretary. Yay! Much excitement! Such fun! Wow! And the building in which you work is also kind of twisted. You are in a clean, modern-day, big corporation building. Everyone has his own cubicle, and you have a tablet that you take with you everywhere. And your first boss, obviously you have at least 2, like in any big corporation, Melanie, speaks to you with a French accent and is super excited by everything. It has this weird executive talk. Our numbers are strong, we have increased sales, our test studies show optimistic results, and obviously, like any modern executive, she completely makes a mockery of the Animus footage you provide and shows you towards the end this weird teaser trailer. Pirates of the Caribbean parody style. This summer, prepare for the ultimate adventure, starring Edward Kenway, Anne Bonny, Benjamin Hornigold, and Blackbeard. Arr! Prepare to quench your thirst with booty, wine, and wenches. Pirates of the Caribbean. Pirates of Nightmares. It's shit. Come on. It should stop existing. But most of the time, however, you will spend in the past, in the golden age of piracy, at the beginning of the 18th century, where you play as a young Kenway who gets into piracy in order to get a good life and provide for your family. You steal, kill and plunder at your heart's content for the glory of it. The trailer is a little bit misleading though, because after watching it you get a feeling that this is Pirates of the Caribbean, the video game, and not quite. The first half is, but then you are reminded that this is inspired by actual history, and we kind of know how piracy ended, don't we? This is more of a combination between Pirates of the Caribbean and Game of Thrones, and when shit starts to hit the fan, you won't even be expecting that you are plundering and having fun with your fellow pirates, and then boom, characters start dropping like flies. You get this epic heartbreaking music playing while your fleet is being bombarded and smashed to pieces. The only thing missing would have been a slow motion, and I would have started crying, man. Jesus. I'm not gonna lie to you, you might feel a bit depressed at the end. Moving on to the actual gameplay aspects, free running is back and it's just as fun as it was ever. You have Havana, Nassau, Tortuga, and more than a dozen small islands to explore. This is the biggest Assassin's Creed up to date, and now you also have a ship, the Jackdaw. You no longer rule just the land, you also rule the seas. The combat is fairly easy and doesn't offer much of a challenge because the game focuses on being fun, which isn't a bad thing. The only place where you might die is in the naval combat, but you can quickly overcome the most powerful ship out there if you upgrade your Jackdaw to the maximum. The game is huge and also filled with useless collectibles like chests, bottles and animus fragments that after a while you might get bored of doing and just focus on the ones you really like. Of course, this boredom comes in after 20 hours of doing side activities. All I'm saying, they could have added more relevant things to do. Among the side quests that I personally recommend doing are the Mayan artifacts. You need to find 60 stones which will give you an armor with shield that can repel bullets. Repel bullets. Told you the game wasn't hard. Platforming through the Caribbean jungles is so satisfying that you'll likely play this game again just for the fun of it and the beautiful vista. The game is also in sync with the pirates' atmosphere and their way of life, like in the 18th century. Like I said, the story follows a more realistic depiction of pirates, and because of this, the game is filled with activities that real pirates used to do. Sinking and robbing ships, getting drunk at a tavern, playing games, whale hunting, treasure hunting, stealing from a warehouse, have a strange accent, sea shanties.
Life of man, whiskey, Johnny, oh, whiskey is the life of man, whiskey for my Johnny, oh, I drink whiskey when I can, whiskey, Johnny, I drink it out of an old tin can.
Running on rooftops, killing Templars, assassinating targets, scuba diving, finding mysterious artifacts. Wait a second. I'm not sure that there were Templars in the Caribbean back there. Not sure about that, but other than that, it's a pretty realistic depiction. Multiplayer returns, and I don't want you to think I hate multiplayer in general. I actually like the one from Assassin's Creed Brotherhood. It was interesting and you get to be more of an assassin than a killing machine like in the single player portion. But ACX4 multiplayer is just rehashed content. The graphics are worse than single player, and I was wondering why. Well, the single player has 14 GB and the multi has 7.5. So they are really two different games. Well, that's why. And really is a strange feeling when you're coming from the rich and vibrant world with a single player that you see these low resolution textures, low detail zone, and you ask yourself, what sorcery is this? Well, at least it runs at 60 frames per second. Woohoo! The new addition is a game lab mode in which they said you get to make your own type of game. Now that actually got me excited. Alright, I can make the multiplayer I want to. Nope, not really. You can only change a few parameters, which makes the game a bit more dynamic, but nothing special. You don't have the freedom to be creative. At the current time, I'm unable to play the multiplayer game because it keeps kicking me out because, well, reasons or just a guess, because fuck you, that's why. I can definitely say this is one of the best Assassin's Creed games I have ever played, which ultimately raises the question, is it better than Assassin's Creed 2? Our most beloved and admired up to date? Well, no, but it's not worse either, it's just as good. The Caribbean seas have never felt more alive. This is definitely a must-buy game. It doesn't matter who I am or where I'm from because I'm a random gamer from the internet, and this was my review of Assassin's Creed 4 Black Flag. See you next time and thanks for watching.